So I was thinking, all right, I'm going to avoid doing perspective and all that. But then if you want to find the cache out of a cube, you sort of need to use perspective. And for me personally, I don't do much architectural work. I don't do things that require me to know or to use perspective too much. I use basic perspective when I figure out proportions on a figure, but I'm not going to use very accurate sort of guessing. But anyway, I figured, yeah, but one of my viewers might want to know how to find accurate cast shadows in perspective. So I'm just going to go over this just for anyone who is curious. So I'm just establishing my ground plane, creating some vertical lines up, and so I have a rectangular prism. Maybe I'll make this pretty short, pretty squat, and I will wait, what am I doing? Oh, that's what I'm doing. Yeah, I get confused with perspective sometimes. Where these lines go? There. So that's pretty hard to see, so I'm just going to outline that with red. So you can see where these lines are, or where this prism is. Oops. And the way to get these straight lines, I think I've covered it a few times now in Photoshop, is you just make a point, hold shift, and then click at where you want it to land. And there we go. So there's our prism shape. Hope that's clear. Next thing you want to do is find the direction of the light, as always. So let's say the light's coming from this angle right here. Okay, so here's our light. Now what you want to do is, first of all, yeah, you get the angle like we've always done. But now, because perspective is involved, what you want to do is look at the horizon. So here's the horizon, right here, horizon, and directly underneath your source of light, where that meets the horizon, that's where you will have the shadow vanishing point, or the vanishing point of the shadows. So we have like a vanishing point here, maybe VP1, vanishing point here, VP2, but this is going to be our shadow vanishing point. Now you take the shadow vanishing point and you go to see the corner. You make a line that intersects with the corner of the box as it is touching the ground. So now I have lines going through the corner, and I don't need to worry about the back corner because that's hidden, right? So I've got these three lines, and now what I want to do is take the light and go from the light and go through the top corners of this. So the top corner here, go through this, and I will hit this point, and the top corner here. And you want to make sure this is going through the top corner and landing on the shadow vanishing point. So let's see. So what's going to happen is, let's say this is point A, well then this is also point A, and if this is point B, then that's the same. So if this is point C right here, see that corner, then this is going to be point C on the ground. This is, why did I go to C and I skipped B? This is B, then right here, this corner, then that's going to be B. And then you just connect those. So let's see, let's use purple. And you just connect like this point to that point, and that represents this line here, from here to here. And you connect this point to that point, and then this point to that point, and this point to that point. And let me just block it in, because now it's really confusing. So I'm just going to shade this in so it's a bit more clear. So the purple area is the cast shadow. I hope this makes sense. I know it's complicated and I know it's boring, but that's, unfortunately, art is sometimes like that, where it's complicated, and some people like perspective, so it's not too boring. And if this is red, then you can make this area in the shadow. Because it's not getting hit by light. And then the top surface is definitely going to get hit by light. So all this is going to be lit up. And this side is also not going to be hit by light. Alright, so the important thing to remember is just you find the light wherever your light is, and you create a point directly below that where it touches the horizon, and that will be your shadow vanishing point. And then you take that and you go through the bottom areas and and then connect all those points, and then magically, not magically, this happens. All right, let's move on to something that's a bit less technical.